By the Emperor's light, another warp breach! Purge the heretics for the Emperor! Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader. So, last time, we managed to beat Chapter 1, and we even got into a quick little space battle. But now, we gotta take our busted up ship over to Footfall for some repairs. And rather quickly, I might add. This thing is barely holding together. Hello? Make planetfall on Footfall, wait for the completion of the ship's inspection. Gotcha. Alright, let's go here. Also, last time, we did decide that we were going to come in here incognito, which does change up some of the quests that we're going to run into. We need Argenta for a quest. We need Pascal because we're going to be talking to the Mechanicus. We want Cabela because of the new stuff. And we want these two because we're going to be getting into fights. So, I think we're good. I know it's a little mean that I always send Adira back to the ship, but when it comes to space battles, she is going to be seeing a lot of action. Because even though we didn't get too good of a look at it last time, she has an ability where we get to use her warp magics to really mess up the other ships. So, basically every single space battle we ever get into, Adira is going to be at the front of the line. Do try not to run over the welcoming party, 007. Liege Representative. Your Lordship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obeisance. We were told that you would prefer to arrive on Footfall incognito. So we are trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'm here on behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladim Tokara. The Liege awaits the chance to speak with you at his residence. But if you happen to have other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. Bitch, that's not what incognito means. Well, neither does all of us showing up with capes, but fair enough. Cassia's lips curl slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of words of welcome, far less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted. The look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Alright, sorry, didn't want to interrupt the announcements. Sounds like they run a pretty tight ship here. There are certain problems, your lordship, but the Liege can acquaint you with them far better than I. Awareness test succeeded. Nice. Behind her polite, soft tone, you detect the slightest hint of nervousness. It is as if she is reciting a reply she has carefully prepared beforehand. Ooh. 52 experience from that? God damn. You really should talk to the Liege about this. I'm just... She does not get the chance to say the rest.
Hey, newcomers!
Oh, God.
How's this for a warm welcome?
Quite nice, actually. Always like starting off an episode with a battle.
Pull out of you.
Ooh.
Are you ready to die?
I guess this isn't ambush, even though it very much looks like an ambush. Pascal, I'll put you over here. Argenta, you can go right there. Me, I think I want to be right here. Actually, Cassia can go there. Oh, crap. Cassia can go there. Abelard, who do we want you to murder? Let's have you start right there. What's the order of things? Ooh. I get to go first. That is very nice. I think we will also have Cabela. I kind of want her in the front line, so... Pascal, buddy, you are going to come over here and hang out with me for a second. And Cabela can go there. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, damn, they really messed her up. It looks like they stretched her neck out like 3 or 4 inches. Okay, so Pascal first. Let's get all of us. Let's put the rear line right here.
Prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
That one there. And the front line can be right here. Doesn't really matter what we did with that because we're just going to do this.
The Sire knows all, comprehends all.
And then, let me see. It doesn't really matter. Have you go right there? Yeah. And go right there.
Fury algorithm.
Switch. Oh, you don't have enough to switch weapons. Actually, I don't think I actually set that up. Damn. Let's go with this. Damn it. Oh well. Still good enough turn, Pascal. I'm going to murder this gentleman
Who, if not me?
right off the bat, so might as well get his bonuses. And then I'll go
I
with,
refuse.
let's see, this guy. I'll put all mine over here, and then
I'll make
Argenta can put hers over there. Now,
I'll
we'll
see
do
to it
this.
personally. I'll make it
We'll do
happen.
this. What's this shot looking like? Is there any way I can end up hitting 2 people from where I'm at? Oh, it just barely misses that guy. Alright. You know what? I'll do this. And then we'll shoot you. Really? On a 95? God damn, I suck again. Oh, that's not good.
Duty go hand in hand.
Okay. Not using that. Might as well do that, because it's free. And then we'll
As
put
the
this
Emperor
on you.
commands, I act.
Put
I'll
this
do it.
on you. I'll just go with these 3 right around the
Faith
explosive
without deeds
barrels.
is worthless.
Then let's go with
I'll do
this. And this.
You, Emperor.
Damn it.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
You gotta get at least one of them.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Nice. Alright, we can start laying into the cover next turn. Hopefully there's still some nearby it.
Scared yet?
A little bit, actually. You guys did a lot more damage than I was expecting you to.
Hold on. Let's make it quick.
Show me what you've got.
I feel nothing. Fear.
Oh my god.
Out of my way.
This is not good.
Pain cleanses the body.
Martyrdom is the reward.
Okay. First things first. Let's see. Let's have you go there. And then you can get everybody.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Maggot.
Alright. How do we want to do this?
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
There we go. Alright, who's gonna shoot into this mess of people? Really? You can't see her? I do not want you to be out in the open. Pascal, you're probably about to die.
Isn't
So,
this a job for the
you get the
serfs?
honors. Get him.
Request approved.
Nice.
Authorization denied.
Put that there.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Then we want this to be right about there.
True prognosis is favorable.
Alright. So Cabela's gonna get a chance and Abelard's gonna get a chance. Ooh, do we really have one more shot? Who's the most breathing out of all of you? Ooh, you have a name. You can suck on that. Alright, well, hopefully we can turn this around just a little bit. Let's get you back behind cover as quickly as humanly possible. You are very squishy. Okay. Now it's time to fuck some shit up. Let's see, we could go there. Yes! It actually worked. Okay. I'm gonna leave him alone. Come over here. And murder you.
Blades and shadows.
Yes. Jump a jump. Oh, thank you so much, Cabela. This was going rather poorly. Ooh, we got 2 more jumps.
The shadows.
Jump
will
and
see
jump. I can only
shall
jump there.
not Fail. Come, the other side awaits. As the
And then
tenants
go back.
demand.
Oh, she dodged it. I really do enjoy that move. And we still have one more attack. Oh my god,
I
Cabela
bring mercy and
MVP.
retribution.
My god. Goth mommy. You absolute murder hobo. Alright. Well, Abelard. Can't let Goth mommy put you to shame.
At your beck and call.
You are going to have to keep this lady's attention. So, sworn
Victory is
enemy,
imminent. I will
endure,
do my duty.
and
Indeed.
brace for impact. Because, holy crap, that fight should have gone much differently. Oh, we got 3 more people. Pascal. You can't make it all the way over. You're gonna have to go there and do this. Well, go there first.
Friend of his faithful.
Heal yourself up.
Integrity factor increased.
And put another one on her. And you know what? Go ahead and take a pot shot.
Binary override.
Damn. Oh well. Let's head up here. And then what's the shot looking like? Okay, we can do some fun stuff then.
It's as good as done.
Let's go up here, use a quick little buff.
Who if
Hunker
not
down. And use piercing shot. And then... Yes! That's them done. You know what? I never use this.
You should feel honored to witness this.
God damn. Alright, this is a little bit closer to the outcome I was originally expecting. Alright, Argenta. There's not much you're gonna be able to do.
Rejoice in battle. Eradicate.
Nice! And we're good. That could have gone very differently. Servant. Emperor, protect me. They killed. Fear not, young man. We took care of the attackers. Do you know who they were? Your lordship, those guys were and first. They're a gang. They're the worst. I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even Liege Tokara. He glances around like he's expecting more bandits to appear. This sort of thing happen around here often. Shooting, yes. Attacks on nobles, not very often, unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. Go and report this to your liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your lordship. I'll just go report to the liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. Well, Abelard,
I'm at your service.
first things first, make yourself presentable.
Field medicine at its finest.
You took a hard hit back there, and we have some looting to do. My God. Let me just scroll through this real quick, make sure we aren't throwing away anything halfway decent. Combat shotgun. And a weighty axe. Well, we'll put all this stuff over here. I'll take that. And where is... Here we go. And I'll take this. And we should have it. Let me just double check real fast. Yep, we got the combat shotgun. And we got the axe. Good, good. My God. Did we get them all? There's got to be like one or two stragglers. Yep, here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's take a quick look at the map real fast. Ooh. It shows loot on the map, you say. Alright, so the Mechanicus Trader is over there. I think we'll do a sweep this way. Come back down and talk to him before we clear out the rest of this. Alright.
Always keep your eye
Just
on the
take a
prize.
quick look around. Make sure we aren't missing anything in our own dock. I don't think we are. Man, that fight was a lot closer than I would have liked. Scared the crap out of me when one shot took out half of Abelard and Pascal's life. I really was not expecting to make it out of that one. Hangar A1. Anybody with a name or any loot to gather? I know we end up having to come back here for a quest later, but I think we're alright for now. The finest wines from Janus.
Keep your wits about you.
Think we're okay? Welcome to Footfall. You can rest here away from the irksome rabble. Ooh. Strange memo. 1. The Holy Book by the altar. 2. The Void Dam customs guy. He is always on duty. Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for a piss? Is he a servitor or something? 3. Guess what? 4. Hangar by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. That might come in handy. The corpse looks horrifying. The victim was thoroughly beaten before being shoved into the crack between the boxes. One of the hands is clutching a blood-stained piece of paper. Ooh, 95%. I like those odds.
My house would be proud of me.
At first glance, these look like standard containers, but their frames have been reinforced and their sealing improved to keep the smell in. These are used to transport contraband. Good to know. Is there any loot? I'm not seeing any. Just gonna do a quick little look around. Again, not seeing anything yet. Might as well go talk to Opticon over here. Ooh, piece of candy. Yes, please. All the cargo we can carry. And another one. Enforcer Light Carapace. Who would this be good for? Not you. Not you. You got your own thing going. How about me? Nope. Again. Well. Plus strength bonus wounds? Oh, I get more health depending on my strength. That may not be the best for me, but this doesn't exactly have any bonuses. I'll hold on to it. I know that bird. The local Adeptus Mechanicus uses it to get around their boats. Are easy to tell apart from all the pirates, smugglers, and other scum. Alright, do they have anything worth looting? Well, we are over here.
I always keep my options open.
No? Alright. Hello, friend. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. My god, I need to get a dictionary or a thesaurus, because my vocabulary is shit. Initializing identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals / donations. Initializing official greeting procedure for esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success to House von Valencius. A binary aria begins to flow from the scratched vox attached to the tech priest's chest, requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logisticar Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances and a short series of binary signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. What is Logisticar Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question 34.761 Terran cycles ago, the Explorator Cognizance Fleet received from representatives, authorized units of the von Valencius dynasty, a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tentalian void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance Fleet can be made to von Valencius assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled. Archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment / reciprocal offering. You waited 30 years to pay up? Execution of payment reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizance Fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14.905 Terran cycles after the initial transaction. The asset allocation process concluded 2.663 Terran cycles later. Transportation of assets to the Furibunda system took 16.862 Terran cycles. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.331 Terran cycles. None of that adds up to 30, buddy. Clever, you had been purchasing fuel for Squadron at the other end of the Imperium. You may have never had to pay it at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. You are saying that my dynasty has had extensive business dealings with you? This statement is true. The Cognizance fleet concluded 1292 contractual obligations with the Von Valencius dynasty as represented, led, administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valencius. The most substantial was Pact 8 Yule, in accordance with which Archmagos Cubus Delphine, data usher of the sevenfold hallowed workshop of the sacred world Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform the duties of minister as its fabricator censor. The services of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed via the offering of, paid for with, a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiava Gamma facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizance fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. What payment can I expect? Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extracticums, Astra Aerator Processing Complexes, in the quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance liturgies and has been assessed for conformance to the sacred standard temple construct. Great creations of the Omnissiah, blessed by his beneficence, which has bestowed upon these complexes industrial might and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. Yeah, I'll take the payment. Mining stuff is hard to come by. The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded onto the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation Logistic Theta is concluded. The Cognizance fleet thanks House von Valencius for its cooperation. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in, considers expeditious cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the von Valencius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizance fleet will be glad alternative unavailable to accept 1. Any samples of sacred technology. 2. Samples of profane xenotech. 3. Miscellaneous items. Reminder, storage, study, and/or disposal of the aforementioned objects with the exception of 3 miscellaneous items is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Good to know. So you guys like the holy stuff and xenotech better than the other stuff in my cargo. I will try to remember. The Explorator fleet will also accept information about planets in the Coronis Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Oh, cool. So that's why we're going around scanning planets like in Mass Effect. Yeah, why do you want information about planets? Omnifaceted study of the Coronis Expanse is the sacred mission of operational objective of the Cognizance fleet. Information about the planets and star systems of the Coronis Expanse will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration/mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizance Fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind and will unleashes xeno-heresy, which consumes the laity whole. An example that demonstrates the outline pattern. A void station in the system of Langren's Belt. According to the data available to the Cognizance Fleet, the heretics on the station have traded relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. I will keep it in mind. Langren's Belt. I'm going to try and do my best to remember that. Yeah, let's make a trade. Let's see what you got. I will definitely take medkits. We'll take everything you have. I have 22. We could get large med kits, but I would have to trade a shit ton. You guys got a lot of stuff. That's the one I'm really waiting for. And then, yeah. Okie dokie. We might as well get you guys up at one more level. Let's go with this. I want to save some of the holy stuff for our buddy. So how much do we need? We need 1,150. Let's go with this. Oh. Perfect. I will take this. And I will take this. That would be nice, but we are going to have to come back for it. Alright, buddy. You have fun over here. Let me check the map real fast. Alright, so there is loot over here. So supposedly there's loot somewhere up here. Hello?
Let us not dawdle.
How do I get that? Oh! That was a 5. And I still haven't seen the loot over here.
Alpha Row, the best dock on Footfall. It is clean, well equipped, and caters to a higher class of traveler. By local standards, that is.
It's a little hard to see with this in my way. We sure there's something here? Oh! There it is. Leaflet. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. ANV. I'm guessing that has something to do with the Anvers. Alright. What's this?
I've read about this.
The container is labeled Destination Janus. It is covered in dust. It must have spent a long time at the docks. Ooh. Lots of cargo. Speaking of, there's one in front of me, and I believe one to the side right here. Lots and lots of cargo. What's this? The walls of the container have rusted and its contents rotted away. A situation that is not uncommon for shipments trying to pass through Imperial customs. Jesus. Somebody needs to fix that. Leaflet. Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes. Drag them out of their beds. Carve open their bodies like carcasses at a slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Casablanca, Corda, Von Valencius. Their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we'll erase them from memory. Go and seize power, as much of it as you can carry. ANV. So, that's a little bit telling. Because Corda and Von Valencius are two of the rogue traders, but I noticed that the other one's name is very much missing from here. I wonder why. Alright, so we got loot over here. Yep, just gonna run straight across. Here we go. I'm writing to inform you that 2 days ago the discharge was interrupted by a raid launched by the Anvers gang. In the attack, 3 loader servitors were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container, serial number FVDA1 16165, was stolen along with its contents. What we gotta try and find is the passcode to open this up. If I don't find it by the end of the episode, I'll just look it up off camera.
Always keep your eye on the price.
But we are going to do our best. Life of St. Drusus, Volume 3.
That's how it's done.
Come on. There we go. A small altar. The central spot has been given to Drusus, a saint from the neighboring Calixus sector, who is widely revered in the Cronus Expanse. Anything to loot from our buddy St. Drusus?
Keep your wits about you.
Let's see. Don't think there's too much more that we can get at the moment anyway. Oh!
My Auspex has detected something.
Yeah, we already read that one.
As it should be.
This container is marked foodstuffs, but it is empty and by the looks of it has not been moved in a while. What's this? Grenadier's cloak. The wearer and their allies are immune to damage from the wearer's grenades. Nice. I'm gonna have to see if anybody can wear that. Cold trader? Rank 5 functionary Morbetio Cavalli. Can I talk to you? Did you say something? I guess not. Alright, I think... Yeah, the only thing left is the thing that we are gonna need a passcode for. Well, like I said, I can always just look it up off camera and come back and do it later.
I always keep my options open.
I can't leave it behind. I'm sorry about this. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I don't know where I was supposed to figure out this information. Here we go. But the code is 3 3, 5, 4, 1. There we go.
Is there money to be made?
I will take this. Psyker's footwear. Ooh. Fireproof cape. Interrogation goggles. Not bad, but I think I'll keep my sniper gear. I will take it though. But yeah, the code is 3541 to anyone who's curious. Sorry. Like I've said in other videos, I know I have problems with leaving loot behind. And I very much apologize for that, but yeah. Let's see. I can go to the shadow quarters in a little bit. Let's go to the atrium first. I'm trying to remember the sort of sequence of events. I think we need to go to Vladim's first. And then we go to the shadow quarters to meet somebody new. I'm pretty sure that it's not missable, that it's all part of the main quest here, so I'm not going to worry about it too much and just sort of loot the areas as we go along. Come on, Potato, you can do it. Why the need to lie? Why sit at 100% for like a minute? Just hang on at 99. There's no reason to lie to me. Alright. Let's go through this place with a fine-tooth comb. I am not leaving any money behind. I will take that happily. Not seeing.
Always keep your eye on the price.
I am forever astonished that Reverend Hieronymus makes do with that shoebox of a chapel in the atrium for his servants. Footfall has several temples, far more befitting his status.
The Drusians are a unique order. They teach people to be content with little, and they follow that principle themselves.
Oh.
I always get the job done.
These columns appeared here back when the station was founded, when it was assumed that Footfall would become a wondrous palace in the stars. Yeah, not so much these days, huh? Yeah. Let's go. Ooh. Let's go over here. Yeah, might as well get this first, and then we'll... Oh, God. Come on.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Thank you, Pascal. Yep. Might as well pick that up again.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Alright, what's going on over here? I'm telling you, they're stricken with plague. Their whole ship is plagued. The buzzing crowd has closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt. A massacre is about to take place. Just cut their throats already. What were they thinking letting that ship dock at Footfall? They're all stricken. No cutting. We get their blood on us, we'll be tainted too. Better burn them. Oh. Be quiet, you scoundrel! A priest clad in a simple black raiment cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others? What arrogance to think you have the right! That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in a street squabble. Yeah, we'll get involved. What is going on here? Several dozen gazes bore into you. And who are you supposed to be? Well, I'm not gonna blow my cover right off the bat. A concerned citizen, an armed one. I suggest you think well before giving me lip. The rabble-rouser gives you an appraising look. You've got a point there. I wonder if you can back it up. Silence! You must be completely out of your minds. A band of woefully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice? Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death. We're not heretics. The haggard man is on the verge of tears. We're refugees. I swear it on the golden throne. We've served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors! Traitors and heretics, the lot of them. A murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, at the wretched group huddling in the center. How tiring. The motley sea of colors that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow streaks of fear. Their red buds swelling, ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. Cassia looks at the crowd of troublemakers warily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish black grief, but their words are as transparent as the ice that lies at the top of a glacier. But commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in the affairs is hardly worthy of me or you, Lamedicus. What are our chances? 95%. I do like those odds. All onlookers are to return to their homes immediately. The refugees can go to Dock Alpha Row. I will speak to you later. Comply or face the consequences. Coercion test succeeded. The rabble-rouser looks at you morosely. I don't want to get in trouble over this lot. The refugees use the interruption to make off in the direction of Dock Alpha Row. Looks like we'll be going back to talk to them in a little bit. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. The priest shakes his head disapprovingly, then his eyes shift to you. I am Reverend Hieronymus Delorso, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. Nice to meet you, friend. Hello? Okay. Got control back. Alright. We have... Let me check the map real fast. Got a little bit of loot. And her right next to Hieronymus Dorso. Anything else around? Ooh. Yes, please.
Just as I planned.
This statue undoubtedly depicts Parsimus Dwayne, the legendary rogue trader who founded Footfall. Oh, cool. Oh,
Is there money to be made?
we have something to deal with here. What time is it? Oh, wow. Okay. It is getting to be about that time of the hour. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to end it here for today. We can take a look at this computer over here and go talk to our new friend Hieronymus next time. But for now, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming along with me. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. And until I see you next time, have fun and stay safe out there.